Hello crafters, welcome to Create at Home with G and today's video. In today's video we're making a card. Now I'm making a vintage style card. Even though I have a Christmas paper pad here, it's not going to be directly a Christmas card, but you could very easily have it lean towards that focus. This is a card that I've created for my sister's 15th wedding anniversary. I've recorded this video and I went to edit it and upload it and it completely vanished. I don't know where it is. It's just out there in space somewhere. I have no idea where it went. So I'm going to recreate it again on video, but it's such a lovely card. I really wanted to bring it to you. This is a Paper Studio Old World Winter 6x6 paper pad, and I'm going to be using the music note paper out of it. I'm going to be using my some star dies out of my stash. It's going to be an A2 size card, so I've got my Nina cardstock at the bottom, and then I've got this linen cardstock and it's metallic, 250 GSM, and it's A5, which I got from Poundland a little while ago. So first of all, I'm going to cut my 6x6 to the right size. So obviously I need to cut my 6x6 to a A2 size base, so I shall do that. I'm also cutting my second insert to size. Now I'm not too sure what size I'm going to need, but that's too big, so I'm just going to cut it. Let's make it 3 inches. Right, so I've got my music paper insert, which is obviously 5.5 by 4.25 because it's an A2 size card. And what I'm going to do is I'm leaving one edge so it's straight, but this edge here I'm going to tear. And you could tear it, you could have it longer and then go and tear it back. It's entirely your choice. And I'm also going to use my Vintage Photo Distress ink, and I'm going to ink the edges. No, that's Walnut Stain, Gareth. Vintage Photo, Gareth. There we go, Gareth. Crafters, do you ever get those days? Right, so, and I'm going to ink the edges, and I'm going to ink them quite heavily because, like I say, I'm a big fan of the vintage style cards, so I really don't mind having the edges, inked heavily. I just think it really brings an added depth to a card. It gives it age and character. And I'm going to do the same with my linen card insert. And I'm not going to go as heavy on this because this is a beautiful kind of pale cream colour. So that's that. Now, using my star dies, let me put this back so I don't clog up my space. Bringing over my good old trusty Cuttlebug. So this is a traditional A, B and C plate sandwich. We're going to put our lovely linen paper on there, and we are going to use the stars from my star die, and I'm going to put them wherever I want to put them. No right or wrong place, just put them wherever you think you want them to be. You could use hearts, you could use circles. For this particular one I wanted to use the stars. Okay, so that's great. So obviously that part I won't be able to use, and that part I won't be able to use, but this star I will be. And I need to, because that's going to go for that one, so I do need to create, using my scraps, I do need to cut out 2 more stars, and I'm going to ink the edges of that as well. Now if you're interested in this tool I'm using, it's a beautifully hand carved inking tool, and it's available from littleacrescreators.com. They're a US based store, and it's actually the lovely Shell Ratcliffe, who is here on YouTube as well, and these are sold in her store as well as her own stamp line. But even though these are works of art, they are beautiful to use, so I highly recommend them. So let's push those to one side. Let's bring over our card base, making sure our music paper is facing the right way. I am going to stick this down. My glue needs to be my glue nib needs to be washed, so I'm just going to take it off. There we go. And then I need to re-ink the parts where the star was cut out. Okay, let's glue this down. Now, using some foam squares, which I just had crafted, there they are, I'm going to put these stars on here, but raised up using the foam squares. I think that might still be too big, so I need to cut it down again. This could quite easily be a Christmas card. If you've got Meme stamp set All Is Bright, you can use one of the stamp sets from that, that would be lovely. Right, now I need to add a little bit of something to it. So I'm going to use some of these pearls which are available from my store, and I'm going to use the colours which will coordinate quite well, and I'm just putting a few dabs of glue in different places. Right, use my pick me up. So just need to choose the the ones that are appropriate in colour. That is today's card crafters, and like I said, I can stamp inside any sentiment I want, but there we go. I think it's just really nice and vintage looking. So like well, I think I'm going to do that because it doesn't seem to be a lot up there. There we go. Right then, crafters, so there we go. Thank you very much for joining me, and you'll see me again very soon with more craft. Take care now. Bye bye.